Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us superfans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them.
Today is someday, and someday Star Wars, well, it's getting very, very gay.
And it looks like we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Are you ready, Thomas?
I'm ready, Brian.
Let's get into this thing and drink up.
Drink up.
This is Red 5. I'm going in. I'm going in. Going in.
Hello there. Pop, pop.
Hello there, baby.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I am feeling great. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Welcome
Yet again.
back.
Welcome back.
Meow.
Yet again. We kind of just abruptly disappeared. I can't believe it was May 26th of 2023. With a brief jump back in for a hot second at the end of January.
That is so funny. Yeah.
Anyways, this is my only apology for not really saying goodbye
Sorry.
here on the podcast. If you're interested in why, you can check out my new YouTube channel, Space Daddy Bryan, and I go into it on my very first video over there. If you're subscribed to Pink Milk Podcast on YouTube, you already subscribed. If you're not, head on over to Space Daddy Bryan and get subscribed for my new YouTube channel. I'm very excited. Good things are going to happen over there. Good things.
Good things.
But with that said, it's a new Star War, and we've been gone for a very long time. So there is a good chance that maybe you're new here. So hello, welcome.
Hello, hello.
We started in 2019 before our brief hiatus, and we are a gay podcast that's centered on us superfans and those in our lives who are forced to listen.
That would be me.
So, we like to have a lot of fun. We talk a lot about being gay. We talk a lot about casual fans. We talk a lot about our kids. Welcome.
Welcome.
And then, we're sassy.
Some of us more than others at different times.
Well, how have you been, Pop? How have you been?
I have been great. I have no complaints. Just been a busy year, and all is good. Business is good. Kids are growing. Life is great.
It's great. It has been a very busy year. I find myself literally in a whole new life from the last time I was really in front of this microphone. And I am now a WFHer, and I'm very happy about it.
Also known as a work from homer.
A work from homer. I am now a business owner of my own business, and the stress that comes along with that. But what doesn't come along with that is 12 hours in the car outside of the house, driving back and forth to an office.
Thank God.
With chock full of microaggression homophobes and an incredibly toxic work environment. Bye.
Bye. I have worked from home forever, and I'm so glad. Welcome. It's good to have you.
Yes. Yeah. Upstairs in the warehouse / YouTube studio / my only place by myself.
Podcast studio.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this 12-foot by 14-foot room.
So if you hear a box fall, just that you know, I'm in the all of those things you just mentioned.
Thomas,
Yes.
What do you say? Do you want to get into it? Do you want to get into the episode?
Well, hey, it's a whole new beginning, so I think we should do that. And what better place to start with than
a very gay Star Wars that was announced way back in 2020. I was probably back then through now.
we should go back and listen to those episodes. I'm sure you were.
Oh my God, we really should.
It's
But
back there.
I was the most excited for this show because I knew it was going to be 100+ years before The Phantom Menace, which we have. And it was just going to be all completely new. This is like the first mainstream Star Wars outside of the Skywalkers.
I know. It's exciting.
Because, we had The Mandalorian that was at least a little bit farther away from that the first season, but then Luke Skywalker has become a very important part of that show. Thank goodness, because it's great. And Andor didn't exactly deal with the Skywalkers or Jedi, in its first season, but it was still centered very much around the heart of the rebellion and the heart of the first, well, I guess the middle chapter of Star Wars. So this is it. This is new. It's great. It's great. And I think they did a pretty good job in the opening crawl of this very first episode called Lost Found. It's written and directed by Leslie Headland. And I do have to give a major shout out to the composer, Michael Abels, because the score in this was great.
Music is great.
However, at least in this episode of Pink Milk, we will not be talking a lot about him because we're going to be talking about Our Lady, Leslie, and the inherent queerness that is going to be all over this Star Wars, because not only is the creator of the show gay, the star of the show is also queer and non-binary. So it's inherent in the show.
Thank you, Leslie.
Yes, thank you. I want to mention real quick, one of my favorite memes that I have posted on my Instagram, possibly Facebook, which I'm sure your family's going to love to read. But I said to all the homophobes this June, happy Pride Month, by the way, everyone, happy Pride Month.
That one's been going around. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, I love it.
You reposted.
I wished and wish currently all the homophobes a very uncomfortable month. And with that, in conjunction with that, I wish all of those, capital THOSE, those, if you're listening, you know who I'm referring to, those Star Wars fans in quotes, a very uncomfortable 8 episodes that they're going to do nothing but say how terrible it is, but watch anyways, get all the clicks they can get from it, and just work themselves into a big old tissy. And I'm very excited.
Good luck.
So the Acolyte takes place 100 years or so before the Phantom Menace. We learn that with an opening crawl very similar to that of Solo, which I love these. I love how all these different shows look. The opening crawl to a Star Wars movie is like a part of a Star Wars movie. It is like a very important part. And so it's very interesting what they choose to do with that. We had Rogue One, which is our first like non movie. It didn't have an opening crawl at all. Then Solo came out, and I guess maybe these are going to be the only two. Who knows what they're doing? Solo came out with its little very Blade Runner-esque opening crawl, and this kind of follows more of that line. And we basically learn that it's been centuries since the Jedi or the Republic have really discovered or had any sort of war. But secretly in the shadows, there are people learning to use the Force who are not so good. And one of those people is willing to risk their identity for revenge.
Revenge.
What did you think of the setup? Did it do its job?
I think you did it justice.
No, not me.
You.
Did the crawl do its job?
I thought
for
you
the
did
show?
a great job too, though, just that you know.
Well, thank you, Pop Pop.
Yes, I thought it was great.
I thought it was great too. I'm very excited. I love me some Jedi. And my personal favorite part of Star Wars is the idea of the Jedi and what the Force is and how different people look at the Force and those effects. Probably because I'm very fascinated by religion and how that like shapes who we are as humans. Because back many moons ago when I was in college, I got a degree in anthropology and I studied human evolution. And part of being an anthropologist, especially an anthropologist that studies things before we were human, there's the question of what makes us human. And to me, my answer back then and my answer now are more of a question of what makes us human is the fact that we use art and religion to explain the unexplainable. So as a person that drives me, that is like a thing that drives me in everything that I do. I am not in particular a very religious person. You are Irish Catholic through and through.
100%.
I don't trust religious organizations. As you know, you love your church.
Mm-hmm.
Good and the bad and the ugly, but you love them anyway. So it's an interesting.
Well, I like my faith. I don't want to say I like the church, but I like my faith and having faith.
Yes.
That's
And you like the idea of church, though. Right?
I do. A whole other conversation, but
See,
yes.
Me, I don't trust it. I see a church.
And that's okay.
I'm like,
You know what, people?
No.
two people can exist and not have the same opinions.
That, if anything, is a very underlining message of all of Pink Milk for me, because look, I'm a very outspoken person. I am not shy for my feelings.
You?
I know. I feel it is my duty as an American citizen and actually as a queer person to challenge those things that try to say that we're something other. However, you can do those things and not hate everybody else. Like I'm sorry, you're not going to come on this podcast and hear me say all Republicans are evil, because they're not. All conservative people are not evil.
Or all Democrats
all
are
Democrats
evil.
Not wonderful. Not all liberal people are wonderful. You're not going to get that. And I also enjoy and welcome a difference of opinion and a discussion on those things. I am 100%. Not talking about the nasty podcasts or the nasty YouTubers that like take it too far and they're just jerks on both sides, like episode 3 taught us. They're heroes on both sides. But so for me, having a show that is so far going to really look at the Jedi, which in Star Wars is a very religious institution, and that religion became too intertwined with politics and then became a military militia, very scary things. But those thoughts from a queer person, and I think in general, a lot of queer people have a very interesting relationship with religion in general, because, I mean, let's face it, the broad stroke conversations about religion and queerness are not that church is really very gay friendly. Correct?
Yeah, more or less.
I don't think all those people in those things necessarily feel that way, but I do think, generally speaking, church is the thing that has stopped us.
They seem to be the most vocal about it. That's for sure.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see a queer person studying the religion in this movie series. I'm very, very excited about that. How do we want to talk about this, Pop? Do we just want to do a 1, 2, 3, what the show is about, and then get into the characters and like what we thought of the show in general?
I think that sounds like a great plan.
That's what we normally do. We're not really
we don't normally do anything.
Well, we haven't been normally doing anything. So, okay. I'm going to see if I can figure out this 30-minute show in like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Previously on The Acolyte, May, an assassin from some sort of place, decided to kill... Oh, this is not good so far.
Don't forget about her evil twin.
Previously on The Acolyte, May, a hired assassin, killed Jedi Master Indara, also known as Trinity from The Matrix, and a queer icon herself, praise Trinity, was killed by May, who we do not know until we wake up the next day and see that she might or maybe not be a sort of pilot person mechanic. Wait, no, that's not her, because she has a secretly deceased sister, a soap opera of it all. Osha, arrested by Jedi Master Yord and his Padawan Tashi, only to be escaped during a spaceship escape pilot plot thing. Then Osha's old Jedi Master, oh wait, what? She used to be a Jedi? Yes, she used to be a Jedi. Was rescued by Soul, her one-time Jedi Master, who says no, she's good. She couldn't have killed that Jedi. No! What happens? Oh, she's about to fall off a cliff, but nope. We're not gonna do it. My gosh, there she is. She can't be there and also on this beautiful Irish beachland looking at a Sith holding red lightsaber yielding person. My God, they really are two people. We'll find out more next week.
And scene.
That was not very good, was it?
No, it was good. It was really good.
Okay, there we go.
I felt like I was there with you.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited about that. So, yeah, we meet a bunch of Jedi in this. Very excited. Actually, we meet a lot of new characters. And this, I don't even know how many minutes this episode was. It goes by very, very fast. So we've never really met this many Jedi in this much detail ever before. Until now. Do the Jedi seem different to you?
Not really. I would say no. They've got different clothes.
Okay.
But not really, no.
So, yes. I think I have 2 criticisms of the show, because so far, look, there's not a lot to go on. It's 2 episodes of 8. If there's anything I've learned from Star Wars television series, is you can't really hold too much judgment for the series until the whole thing's over, because by the whole time the whole thing's over, you get the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get, it's just very choppy up until that point. So I'm sure there's criticism as a television thing in those things, but I'm not interested in that. As far as Star Wars goes right now, it's great. It's very cool. I'm very excited about what's going on. However, I will say, I don't necessarily feel from the show that it's 100 years before everything we knew.
Okay, I can see that.
And I'm going to be an armchair director here,
Mm-hmm.
also known as what you would probably call
Super fan.
a Star Wars super fan, because we all seem to have a lot to say.
You have a lot of commonalities.
Maybe. I will say that I remember back in the day when the Phantom Menace originally came out, and it was our introduction to the prequels, people said it did not look like Star Wars.
I remember being one of those people.
Like, yeah, it looked completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, that movie only had 3 others to go by,
Mm-hmm.
but that is something I feel the visuals of Star Wars, especially George Lucas, and back, well, he's said it many times, but very back from the beginning, is a person should be able to watch Star Wars without the sound on and know everything going on. So just the visuals, sometimes the overacting, sometimes things, I think were an effort to be able to be watched as a silent film. So the score and the visuals to Star Wars is incredibly important. And I'm not talking about special effects and things like that are important. And a lot of people spend a lot of time. I'm not really into that stuff personally. Like, yes, it's fun. It's great conversation. But at the meat of Star Wars, I think the look is outside of just special effects, personally. So I don't know if the show feels like it's 100 years beforehand. How to achieve that? I don't exactly know. I don't think it has to do with like the actual spaceships designs and stuff like that, because this is all a galaxy far, far away and spaceships don't exist anyways. But I will say that the prequels just feel very different than the original trilogy. That's kind of my criticism of the sequel trilogy. Looks too much like the original trilogy, but it's supposed to be in the future. And I think that should look different. I think these timelines, in my opinion, should look very different. It's like animated stories. I think Star Wars Visions did such a great job of all of those stories always look so different. It's such the visuals, and in those cases in animation, the illustrations is a very much a part of the storytelling process. The way something looks is part of telling the story. And clearly not that visuals aren't important. I just wish it looked different.
So is it shot on location or is it shot in the volume? Is it volume?
You know, I don't know yet, because I will look into this now that the show's open. I really tried to, I only watched one trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't read anything. I didn't watch any of the actors' guest spots in the lead up. Because I didn't want to know.
Okay.
Even when we were at the height of the pink milk and we're back now right where we left off, I knew this was coming. We knew we were going to do this. And some podcasters, and that's great for them, they'll give their listeners all this information. But I kind of like to enjoy the show along with the listeners and then just talk about it.
I bet one of our listeners knows, though.
And per usual, they're probably yelling at me over the thing, and I'll get an email or a tweet, which I'm not on Twitter anymore. So follow me on Instagram or Threads about it. But yeah, no, I don't really know. I feel like it's shot on location, not the volume.
I'm always a bad guess about it anyway. But it looks like it's on location, which is what the whole idea is.
Andor was shot on location. And Andor was easily, hands down, the most beautiful looking Star Wars television show. It was great. I love everything about Andor. So yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I just don't really like it. I remember that was my biggest thing with Ahsoka too. I did not like the look of that show. And we might as well discuss it real quick right now.
I like the look of the show, though, I have to say.
Oh yeah, no, it looks great. I'm not like, honestly, Ahsoka doesn't look good. This show looks great. I don't know if it looks 100 years before, but it looks great. Ahsoka, But let me look at you, Harrison Dula, season 2 of Ahsoka. I need you to go back in your database, look at history, and look at Vernestra Rwoh, and that's how you have green skin tone. Vernestra Rwoh actually
had an
looks
issue with her skin tone,
but look,
she's too green.
I mean, come on, you saw Vern in this. She looks like she's a green skin alien of
Yes.
some sort. Hera Syndulla looks like she's a girl painted in green makeup
In a highlighter.
and a
green
highlight. Not good. So I don't know if it was the camera work, if it's the makeup. I have no idea. I don't know if it's the lighting, but season 2 Ahsoka, you got time to fix it. Beep. Digital technology.
Season 2 of Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes. When? Don't know. But I know we are.
I'd be surprised if you actually told me it was announced.
Nope.
Seems like we never know when.
I don't even think it's official. But we are. Yeah. So speaking of Ernesto Rowe, the Jedi, their new white garb, I really do like that. Because
Not new. Old. Original.
I do like the white. I feel it's very regal. I feel like it sets them up as a we don't actually even need to get our hands dirty anymore. Peace has been around so much that we can keep our whites white because we don't get dirty.
I was trying to think why it looks so familiar. Didn't Luke Skywalker wear those same colors?
He did, but he was not a Jedi yet.
I know.
Luke Shorty robe.
Same colors.
Yeah. I love that.
I think that's why it looks so familiar to me when I was watching the show.
I wonder if actually I have the Art of the High Republic book downstairs. I can't remember if it goes into that, but I wonder if the designers of the High Republic looked to Luke for that. I mean, Rey wore white too. That was weird. She's like this virginal princess who's pure and
Rey?
white. Yeah, I didn't like that. Sorry.
Different show.
I mean,
because you loved Rey.
I do.
Yeah.
I love Rey. Thank God. I'm so excited for you to get your own movie, girl. Hashtag justice
That's
for
coming
Rey.
too?
Yes.
Do we know when?
26. December 26? Of 26.
Really?
Yeah, so really not that far. A year and a half. That's nothing. I believe Mandalorian is the first movie, and I think that comes out May of 25. I think.
May of 25. Okay.
Yes. Is that the season 4 of The Mandalorian? I don't know. I don't know if there's plans for season 4 of The Mandalorian. I don't know. Okay, Thomas, I want to know your thoughts on the characters. Let's start with the Jedi first, because there's a whole gaggle of them. We have Indara.
I liked her.
Trinity, our queen. Thank you, Carrie Ann Moss.
Trinity, yes.
Ah.
I liked her. She reminded me of Mon Mothma. I don't know why, but I instantly liked her, and I was so bummed when she got killed.
Because they both...
Sorry, spoiler
Because
alert.
They both serve cunt on the runway?
Maybe.
Boom.
But they're both...
Great, amazing.
Great and amazing.
I
liked... I loved Mon Mothma.
Cannot wait for season 2 of Andor and more Mon Mothma.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
When's that coming?
Either the end of this year or the very beginning of next year, because after the Acolyte, which is 8 episodes, we're going to get the Skeleton Crew. That, oh my God, it's Goonies meets Star Wars, and it's following a bunch of little kids lost in space trying to find their moms and dads. I guess.
Serious?
Yeah, that's basically the premise of the thing. And one of those little kids is the little baby Max Rebo, and I'm gonna lose my shit. Because I am very glad that Max Rebo has seemed to have found this whole new fan base along Twitter. Again, not on Twitter anymore, so I don't know if it's still there. I am an OG Max Rebo fan, straight up in 1997 at my high school graduation. I believe it was the summer of 96 when the Tales of Jabba's Palace came out, and we found out that Max Rebo jumped off that sail barge before it blew up. I signed every one of my yearbooks. He lives. No, I wasn't talking about Jesus, even though all my Mormon classmates probably thought I was. I was talking about my true Lord and Savior, Max Rebo. Lord. So I am an OG Max Rebo fan. Hallelujah, baby Max Rebo. Gonna lose my shit right there. It's probably the greatest Star Wars ever told. Sorry, Leslie. You were upstaged by a baby Max Rebo. Maybe she'll have an infant Max Rebo in this.
Maybe she
at some
will.
point. Okay, so we have Trinity and Dara. We have Vern, who is how you paint green. That's how you do green on the runway.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you serve green in Star Wars. Yord.
I liked him. I really liked him.
Yeah, of course.
There's something about it. No. I found him very interesting. I'm curious to see where he goes with things.
I appreciate that he's kind of nerdy hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're like, oh my God, you are a total nerd. and you're not exactly like walking hotness normally for me, but something
He's
about
a
you,
handsome guy.
but something about you right now looks really hot, and that maybe you might kiss me in the library bookshelves, even though you're not really supposed to. He's a little too Obi-Wan for my taste. He's a
Okay.
little bit too much by the book, straight-laced, which is what you are, which is probably why I know that he might be a little dirty on the outside, because I knew my honey when we first met 17 years ago that you could be fun,
Thank you.
even though you're very straight-laced in real life, and I very much
I'm not that
am
straight-laced.
not. Okay, so we meet Yord, and we meet his little Padawan, Batgirl herself / Squirrel Girl / Kabe, maybe, I don't know, weird looking alien girl with an iPad. Soul,
I like him. I like him a lot, actually.
OSHA's former
He's got good
master.
energy. He's got a bit of a secret. Obviously, we'll learn as time progresses. But I like him. I think he's a good leader, and he's well respected. Everybody likes him.
Yeah, okay, again, if you're a new Pink Milk listener, you will possibly be disappointed in me. If you're a longtime Pink Milk listener, you're welcome, because you know your boy. Don't know his name in real life, because I generally don't really care about actors' names. He's Soul, but he was in a Netflix show that I tried watching, but it was too violent for me. Something with the doll that shoots everybody. Not Hunger Games. Some Squid Games. He was from Squid Games. I don't think he speaks any English.
Really?
Mm-mm. So I'm not sure. I'm curious how. I would like to watch a little documentary now of how all that went down, because he clearly knew his lines. But
He's
interesting.
good.
Yeah, he was a great character. I like him a lot. Because he's so pure and proper now, but I don't think he always was. I think something got him to where he is right now.
Mhm.
Personally, that's what the whole mystery is. And then we have Jecki, his Padawan, who I don't remember the aliens' names, but Rystall from Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the special edition, wanted a job as backup dancers with great hair who flirts with Boba Fett. She's one of those aliens, and I'm here for it. And I kind of like that she is a kid. I like do I have permission to speak? And he's like, girl, you don't got to do that all the time. Just talk to me.
You don't seem to care. You keep talking.
But yeah, she wants to follow the rules because she's Padawan, and he's
Right.
like, he's like Anakin, the bad boy, doesn't follow the rules because he's like James Dean, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Soul seems like a bad boy, more along the Qui-Gon, before Qui-Gon really was like, I'm good with the Jedi, you're a bunch of effing idiots. Like, I think this dude is on the way of, I'm good with the Jedi, you're a bunch of effing idiots, which he might get to by the end of this. So yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I so far, Jecki speaking to me the most as a Jedi. You're not here for it. Don't trust the dude. I hope he turns out to be okay. He's a little too straight-laced for me.
I like him.
He needs to mess his hair up a little bit. Let's get a little.
He does?
Yeah, I just
More
mean that.
so?
No, I mean like he's got to. Yeah. Nope. Take the clothes off. Actually, keep the clothes off. Get a little messy.
It's kind of funny. It's the first time he saw a shirtless scene in Anakin.
Okay.
So second time? Wait, there've been more?
Well, you see Luke Skywalker in his tidy whities as he's in the back to tank.
Okay. Forgot about that one.
Yep. You saw Anakin.
Right.
In his dreams.
Right.
Fever dreams. Very sexy scene. Kylo Ren, when he's having his like Force time date with Rey and he doesn't have a shirt on, and he's like, can you put a cowl on or something in his high-waisted pants? Too. Yep. See? Yep. We know how to serve a little Star Wars sexiness every once in a while. Mm-hmm. Love it. It's always the dudes too. Always. No, I guess there was, or I'm just gay because I completely forget about Princess Leia and her Jabba the Hutt outfit.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have our other main character / Urs of the show, May, the assassin, and Osha. Are they the same person? Nope. Just kidding. Star Wars got very, very, very soap opera-y, or as your sisters and many, I think all soap opera fans call them, their stories. There's an evil, thought-dead twin sister out there.
Causing havoc.
Oh my God, I love it.
Although I have to say, I don't feel, she didn't know about her, so I don't think she was intentionally trying to frame her for anything.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I wonder whoever's puppeteering May could be intentionally doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So It's June. Don't know what happened, but since April, I've had like the sinus infection, ridiculous bad allergies. You probably hear it in my voice right now. So I spent a lot of time in bed, especially like the end of April, early May, right? Because I was really quite gross. I have rekindled my love of very young gay Bryan, who was utterly obsessed with Melrose Place. The May OSHA relationship is serving me so much Kimberly Shaw right now that I just want one episode where May, I mean, we kind of got it with Indira, and she's like flicks her hair back and there's like a little witch. And I only know she's a witch from the trailers because her mother's like a mother witch lady who's got like the white tattoo henna dots on her forehead that May had on the side of her head. I didn't even know any of this.
Okay.
So she's like, you, who are you are doing this? So clearly something's going on.
Right.
So maybe that was a little bit of my Kimberly ripoff of the red wig to expose my past brain tumor scarred head. I need May to blow up an apartment building. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I give you full permission to hit pause on this podcast, subscribe to Paramount Plus, and watch Melrose Place. It's not very good. It's very 90s, but entertaining nonetheless. I'm waiting for it to get good because I'm 3 seasons in, and I'm like, wow, I have much fonder memories of this show than what it's delivering.
How many
right
seasons
now.
Is there?
I think 6. I don't know.
I know I saw them all. But,
yeah, I will say,
yeah.
Dr. Michael Mancini, you're as hot as ever.
Not in the beginning, though.
No, he's hot.
No.
I like him better when he becomes a bad guy, though.
It's the part I play on a show.
The bad guy?
Oh, God, yeah.
Hell yes. It's way more fun.
They have so much fun.
Yeah, way... Star Wars, I feel like Star Wars, you could be a good guy and still have a lot of fun, especially if you're Jedi, because you're also kind of not great.
But then you end up dead.
That's true.
What good guy stayed around?
Well, what bad guy stayed around? I can tell you more good guys that stuck around than bad guys.
Who?
Rey.
Yeah, but that was in the end. The original.
Lando Calrissian.
The OG's dead.
Lando doesn't die.
Isn't he dead in real life?
No.
Okay.
Wow. Billy D. Williams,
Sorry, Billy
I
D.
love you. I love you. I want you to stay with us for as long as you
Who's
can.
dead? Seems like everybody's dying on that show.
Well, honey, it's 45 years old, and they were not children when they filmed it, so some of it's just they're coming to their natural endings.
My God. Wow. My husband died. Well, it was his natural ending. He was 9 years older.
Okay, so I have to say I love the introduction of OSHA because we see May killing someone. The scene cuts to her waking up, and we don't know that there's an evil twin sister out there yet. Is she evil, though? I don't know. Let's just say a twin sister. But I was like, that ain't her. And you thought I was talking about a different actor. You thought they were two different people. They weren't. Same actor.
I did when you said, oh, wow, look, that's a different person. I was like, it must be two actors. I think they did a really great job. So now I'm not going to be able to unsee it.
Yeah, I mean, round of applause for Amanda Stenberg.
Absolutely.
Who, honestly, those two characters are two different characters.
Yes.
Like a lot of times you see an actor playing a twin or something like that, and they're too much the same. Like they are different characters.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of here for May's extraness. She's got like bones on. She's got metal. She's got purple hoodies. She's got like multiple layers of hair going down. I'm just like, okay, you go. She's a little extra. She's gayer of the two. I like it. But I find it hilarious. We get to see the Trade Federation again. Love me some Nemoidians. I know, problematic and all. Love them nonetheless. I love that they're still slimy and they're still like, they're weird, cowardly. We're going to be bad, but play like, ooh, but we don't know. And that they're not supposed to use people on the outside of ships anymore or mechanics. And so they're breaking all sorts of rules. And the person that is being used to break said rules, her name is OSHA. I think it's hilarious. What does OSHA stand for again?
Office
of Safety and something. Anyways, here for it. Go. Only a gay person's going to have that kind of humor. Thank you, Leslie. And if you...
It's for safety in the office, largely. Mm-hmm.
So, wonder if Osha's going to play more of a part in the old Jedi too. So, okay, so we are met with this mystery that for some reason May is killing Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
We think they might be the same person. The Jedi go to arrest Osha. They get her. They put her in a prison. We get a little Riff Tamson-like character. Are they the same kind of alien? A Korokian or something or other? That's the shark guy. They break out. I have to say, you meet this mechneck, Osha. She looks like kind of like a Han Solo type character, a scoundrel of sorts, right? She's got, I guess, kind of in an X-Wing suit, but like I feel like they framed her to be this like tough, gruff mechanic, right?
Right.
She doesn't resist arrest. She doesn't try to deny anything. She's actually just a very nice person. She's kind of given Yord because you're like, oh my God, wait, you used to train as a Jedi? My God.
Well, they remembered each other.
Yes, so it's great.
And she was excited to see him.
Yeah, and then there was like, I can't talk. I'm bored. I'm too straight-laced. Nope, can't show any fun because I'm a Jedi.
Wow, it sounds like you don't like him.
I don't really like that kind of a person. I hope I learn to like this character, though. I mean, the actor did a great job. But that character is just too stuffy for my taste.
I didn't find him stuffy at all. I felt like he was new at his job and that he was good. He had to follow
2
the
years.
rules.
He made knighthood 2 years ago, actually.
Okay, well, still fairly new.
2 years. Anyways, so she doesn't do that. Then she's arrested. She meets a bunch of bad guys. They're like, hey, we're going to break out of this ship. We're going to take it over. And she's like, no, I have faith in the Jedi. I'm going to stay here. They escape anyways. It's about to crash. She sees another like person who is a bad guy.
Funniest part, though, when it kept hitting the rocks, the meteors or whatever.
Yeah.
The noise it kept making. Clung, clung. It just seemed a little fake.
It felt,
but it was funny. It was really funny.
I'm going to give it a little Deep Space Nine, not Deep Space Nine. Farscape. Farscape, great B sci-fi television show. Everyone should watch. It had a very Farscape vibe to it. Was here for it. Yes, cornball, but I love me a campy Star Wars. She goes, because she's the good guy, she goes to help the guy who was being suffocated by a weird Pokemon on his face. And then he ditched her, like every good villain's going to do. And she screams. I was like, oh my God, that was like, I don't hear that kind of scream in a Star Wars very often. It felt like a horror movie scream that felt real. It wasn't just like a stoic Star Wars that normally they would do. It was like, I'm really pissed off. And then, ship falls from outer space into a mountain land and she just has her seatbelt on. She's fine. Kind of here for it.
Love the movies.
I love that side of Star Wars. So anyways, then the whole gaggle of them capture her. She sees her old master and he's like, no, I believe you. Don't put handcuffs on her, Jackie. She's good. Here for all of that. And then we get to Ireland. Ever been to Ireland? But I feel like the oceans of Ireland looks like whatever planet May's at with her Sith boss with his red lightsaber.
We don't know if he's Sith.
So, well, I mean, as of right now, he's got a red lightsaber. So I think we only know them as Sith. And I feel like this show is going to basically kind of say this is the birth of the Sith, or they were thought to be gone for thousands of years, as we learned in The Phantom Menace. And this is kind of the Sith showing up again. I think it'd be great if we found out that old Palpatine is really old. Maybe Palpatine's going to be in this, but that
or it's his father.
But then it would tie it to
his younger brother,
the Skywalker. It was. I love the
but
show.
It would be great if they drag it out for 7 episodes and we don't know who it is.
Yep.
And then at the end, the cliffhanger is we find out who it is, and we cannot believe the connection to everybody else later on.
I hope so. Yeah, that could be very, very cool. It's so funny because like I get so stoked that it's not attached to the movies and not attached to the Skywalker saga, but then I kind of want those connections to happen. So it's interesting because we're never going to get unconnected until we just don't do it. So I don't know what I want more. I probably ultimately don't want to attach to it, but I would also be fine if we find out it's like Darth Plagueis or something like that, and somehow is attached to someone somehow somewhere. So anyways, the new Sith dude, I kind of love what he said. He's like, the Jedi live in a dream they believe all share. And the bad guy's like, only an acolyte can kill the dream. By no lasers, no swords are going to affect a Jedi, but if you can kill a Jedi, you can kill the dream. And I kind of love what that's saying
Mhm.
because it's already showing fracture in this whole idea that and of course it feels like a very gay thing. It feels very queer and religion all together of like so many people believe in church. Church will do no wrong until you're someone who doesn't fit into the mold of what the church wants you to be, and then they will vilify you. So you have this very different look on an organization, but the people in it think, you know, and then the church takes for granted all the people in it who are not like those, that they believe everything they say. And there's this like dance of like, I mean, to me, you said it earlier at the top of the show. And you're like, I have my faith, but your faith and the church are two different things. But I think many people
Mhm.
probably put faith and the church together. But you as a queer person have probably had to learn somewhere in there to separate the two because, you know,
I agree. It's
Catholics
true.
and gays.
It's all true.
So it's interesting. And I love that's kind of the theory of the mystery of whatever's happening and why Jedi are needing to be killed. I feel that May's being played though. Don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, what do you think? What do you think of the that last line? The whole premise of the show seems to be killing the dream of the Jedi by the galaxy at large.
It's pretty sad, actually, but we've never heard it referred to like that,
Mm-mm.
and it kind of makes a lot of sense.
It
personally.
does.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is going to be a show
Mm-hmm.
that point blank makes the Jedi look bad. That's happened once or twice in the Clone Wars.
Okay.
But like even the prequels in general, which was a skill, and I give this to George Lucas a lot, actually. The Jedi could still be heroes to kids. Kids can still look up to be a Jedi. Kids can still look up to Anakin Skywalker and think he's a hero, even though he really does become Darth Vader. And I feel like that is very difficult storytelling to do because the adults in the room can still look at the Jedi and go, they kind of messed up. So I love it. But they never really come out and say the Jedi were bad. Really. The bad guys say they're bad. So it would be great if this show ends and a good guy says the Jedi are bad. I'm here for it. Let's do it.
We'll have to see.
So, okay. We are going to release this episode not on a Tuesday. Pink Milk will be out on Tuesdays along with the new episode. So like episode 3, I'm assuming it's going to come out at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here for that. Let's do all of the shows at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays or whatever day these future Star Wars shows are coming out. But my final thought on just how gay this is, I used this word earlier in discussing Indara and Mon Mothma. I love, and we're going to be able to say this at the end of every Pink Milk episode. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you for listening. Make sure to follow me at Space Daddy Bryan on Instagram and Threads and on YouTube. I no longer have Twitter. I'd really love it. I just started this little Instagram page, so please share it with your friends. Let people know that Pink Milk is back because since our departure, Apple Podcasts has automatically unsubscribed people. If they did not listen, you could not listen because we were not making episodes. So please, if you hear this, tell your friends, your neighbors, and until then, we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.